Welcome to The Explainer. So, you're planning a trip to Tokyo, right? And the hunt for that perfect souvenir, well, it can be a little overwhelming. Let's be real, you can do better than a generic keychain. Today, we're going to go way beyond the usual guidebooks and show you the 5 things that really capture the pulse of the city right now. We're talking everything from high-tech beauty to a cult fashion item you can literally find for just $2.
So let's just start with a kind of wild question. We all think of souvenirs coming from fancy department stores or maybe some special gift shop. But what if the absolute coolest souvenir in all of Tokyo is hiding in plain sight, in a place you'd normally just go to grab a drink? Well, let's find out as we kick off our countdown.
All right, kicking us off at number 5 is something that taps right into that global craze for collectibles, mixed with the irresistible thrill of a good old-fashioned surprise. That's right, it's Gachapon. You've definitely seen these capsule toy machines everywhere in Japan. But listen, they are so much more than just little toys. They're a whole cultural phenomenon, like a tiny piece of modern Japan you can literally hold in the palm of your hand. The magic here is really this perfect mix of kawaii, that uniquely Japanese cute culture, and the totally addictive thrill of not knowing what you're going to get. It actually has deep roots in traditions like lucky bags, but now it's a global obsession, all because of the incredible, intricate detail they pack into every single tiny, super affordable capsule. So what do you think is the real driver here? I mean, yeah, the price is great and the quality is amazing, but it all comes down to one thing: the experience. It's the excitement of the hunt, the surprise of the reveal. That's what gets you hooked. Okay, moving on to our number 4 spot. Now we're looking at a huge nostalgia boom that is having a massive impact on Gen Z style. We are talking about Heisei retro. Now, you've probably heard all about the Y2K trend making a comeback, but in Japan, it's evolving into something way more specific. It's all about rediscovering this golden era of pop culture from the late 90s and early 2000s. So while Y2K, which, by the way, just stands for year 2 kilo, is kind of the general backdrop, the trend in Japan is shifting in a really fascinating way. What we're seeing is this pivot where the whole trend is getting younger. It's moving away from that more mature, rebellious gal style and toward this sweeter, more innocent look that's inspired by the heroines of classic shoujo manga, girls' comics. So the must-have souvenirs are things from nostalgic series like Kyorin Revolution, or, of course, the ultimate Heisei icon, the Tamagotchi. And really, it's that very specific Heisei girl nostalgia that's driving one of the biggest fashion and souvenir movements in Tokyo right now. Coming in at number 3 is a souvenir that's deeply personal, uniquely Japanese, and, believe it or not, actually pretty practical. We're talking about taking home a piece of the culture with your name on it, literally. Meet the Hanko seal. Now, in Japan, this little personal stamp has been used for centuries instead of a signature. But for travelers, it has become the absolute ultimate personalized souvenir. It's a perfect fusion of your own identity and a beautiful Japanese tradition. And its popularity is just exploding. Get this, data from travel sites shows that articles about how to get a custom Hanko are actually getting more views than articles about buying a traditional kimono. I mean, that is a massive sign of just how much this trend is connecting with visitors. But what makes this so special is that it's not just a product, it's a whole experience. You can get what's called a dual Hanko with your name in both English and also in phonetic Japanese characters. And here's the best part. You get to choose kanji characters whose meanings, like love or strength or beauty, really match your personality. It literally transforms your name into a little piece of art. All right, we're at our number 2 spot, and we're making a hard turn here, switching from ancient tradition to cutting-edge technology, with a souvenir you can find right in a Japanese drugstore. J-Beauty is entering a whole new era in 2026. This isn't just about skincare anymore. We're talking about regenerative beauty. These are products born from some seriously advanced scientific research that you can just bring home in your suitcase. And this is a really big shift away from K-beauty, which often focuses more on viral trends and simple, minimalist routines. This new wave of J-beauty is all about deep science. The goal isn't just to slow down aging, it's to actually try and reverse it by targeting things like zombie cells, which are older cells that can damage your skin, right at the microscopic level. The answer is kojic acid. It's such a perfect example of the whole J-beauty philosophy. It's incredibly effective and it's backed by a ton of research, but it's also really gentle and safe. It's getting super popular over in the US for tackling dark spots without causing irritation, so it's definitely a key ingredient to look for. Okay, before we get to our number one, just take a look at this headline. This sets the stage so perfectly for what is probably the most unexpected and maybe the most brilliant Tokyo souvenir of 2026.
And here we are, the number one Tokyo souvenir for 2026. It's not from some fancy boutique, it's not from a traditional craftsman. Nope, it's from that one place we mentioned, right at the very beginning.
That's right, it's socks, specifically socks from a convenience store. This is the ultimate example of how Japanese culture can take a simple, everyday item and elevate it into a total must-have, cult-status fashion accessory. This whole phenomenon is all about Family Mart's line socks. The brand releases these limited edition colors and cool collaborations that just sell out almost instantly. Seriously, fans hunt for them like sneakerheads chasing a new drop. And there's a huge buzz online. They're cheap, they're easy to find, and they're just a perfect snapshot of what's cool in Tokyo right now. So what's the big takeaway from all this? Well, a great souvenir really isn't about the price tag. Whether it's a super high-tech serum or a simple pair of $2 socks from a convenience store, the most meaningful items are always the ones that tell an authentic story about a place and its culture. And that wraps up our look at Tokyo's hottest souvenirs. I mean, from capsule toys to convenience store couture, the city is just full of surprises. So now we want to hear from you. After seeing this list, what's the number